بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين ما بعد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. At the top of my voice, it's quite croaky due to the fact that it's early morning. And a brother sent me a minute clip from Uthman bin Farooq. And it really got me thinking that the spawns of Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab are really a problem within the Ummah and how they view other Muslims. It's so clear now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the clip, listen to the abusive, disgusting statements from Uthman bin Farooq.
Not going to get caught up with haters going back and forth, or the munafiqun within the ummah trying to get famous off using our names and refutations. Not going to get distracted.
You heard what he said. So critiquing Uthman bin Farooq legitimately for his embarrassing blunders in recitation of Quran, or his Arabic reading, his sarf mistakes, his nahu mistakes, renders those munafiqun from within the ummah trying to get famous from our names. Do you really think you're free from criticism, my friend? No one is above criticism. It's as if, based on the fact that he's giving da'wah, anyone that critiques him, he's trying to get famous from his name. And they are munafiqun from within the ummah. Wallahi, there's some similarities between the forefather of ISIS and him. Obviously, it's a spawn of Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab, but I'll touch on that briefly later. Now, how dare you label anyone as munafiqun, or even munafiqun from within the ummah, only for the mere fact that they critiqued you? What ego trip are you on, mate? You have an ego the size of Jupiter, mate. And I'm going to show you one example to bring you back to earth. Now, everyone makes mistakes, but you took it personally, didn't you? You started calling and started making agreements and arrangements, etc. That's how badly your ego was damaged, mate. When you behave hypocritically, as you did, when you said, don't manhaj check me, but then you sat in front of that man, I got manhaj checked, embarrassing. Don't behave hypocritically. Don't behave hypocritically. And as you're giving da'wah, we love our brothers giving da'wah. Whether it be yourself, Shamsi, Hashim Mansoor, all the da'wah brothers that go to Speaker's Corner and wherever they are across the world. Aira, for example. But let me stress that your rhetoric and your language proves that this neo-Salafism believe that they have manifested Islam. And you've done it subtly with that statement. And let me just add something regarding his statement about those who are chasing views and trying to get views from his name. I release content. I don't have any issues, and it won't deflate me if my videos get 500 views or if they get 10,000 views. It won't make a difference to me. I want to release information. I want to spread the correct information, especially when it comes to use neo-Salafi, pseudo-Salafi deceivers. It don't bother me. I'm not trying to get famous out of anyone's name. I don't care. It happens. Your views sometimes might be less. It won't deflate me in the slightest. So no, mate, I'm not trying to get famous out of anyone's name. I will release content. I will continue to release content regardless of how many views it gets. Even if the next 5 videos get less than 1,000 views, it won't deflate me. It won't make a difference to me. It won't have any bearing on the channel. The purpose is that we do it for lillah. The more views it gets, alhamdulillah. If it doesn't get views, alhamdulillah. So just to add that, all right? It's really getting to your head, isn't it, mate? Calm yourself down. Bring yourself back down to earth. One last point, which is the similarities between the forefather of ISIS, his spiritual forefather, Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab, and himself. Because critiquing him, he, by extension, labels those as munafiqun from the ummah. Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab went a bit further. He made takfir. So whoever critiqued him, like Ibn Afhalik, Ibn Fayruz, and all the scholars of Al-Arid wal Najd, he made takfir of them. But let me just show you one example from when he wrote letters to the tribes of Arabia in his locality, meaning Al-Arid wal Najd. when they responded back to him and critiquing him, he waged jihad against them, just for the mere fact of critiquing him. So just to summarize, he wrote letters to the surrounding tribes. Some kind of mocked him. Some stated he had ignorance and lack of understanding. Some accused him of magic. Some basically, said things that he's free from. Then he mentioned the Sheikh Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab ordered jihad against those Arabian tribes, to those who harmed the people of Tawheed and insulted it. I know the video where you were corrected with your Arabic mistakes really bothers you, right? Because you have got a bit of a chip on your shoulder.